Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna start working on our March dress. So this will be a part of my 12 dresses in 2021, and this is going to be my March dress. However, we are going to make a two-piece set, I think. So I think that's what I'm gonna try to do. And I'm gonna try to do it with the extra pieces from that original white lace dress that we did. So that original dress, I had to use 2 of the vintage lace tablecloths for it. I had to use one for the whole skirt, and then I had to like chop up the other piece to make the top of the dress, and it made me really sad. And I have these like extra pieces from this tablecloth that I want to use. Like, I hate that I had to chop up this beautiful tablecloth, but had to do what I had to do. So now I want to take those extra pieces and make just a whole nother thing out of them. So let me show you my idea first. I kind of drew it out. Don't laugh at me. I'm not an artist, but I just wanted to get like an idea of what to do. Okay, see if it focuses. So that's the top. I want to do it kind of, I don't know if I'm going to have it crossing it, but this, or if it's just going to go down a little bit. I'm not sure, but I want it to be either a wrap top or whatever. But I ordered this, I ordered some fringe off Amazon. It's like 6-inch fringe, so it's ridiculous because these sleeves, the pieces that I have for the sleeves are not long enough, so I wanted some way to kind of make them feel longer. So 6-inch fringe, right? A little crazy, but I think that'll be fun. I think it'll be fun on the sleeves. It'll add movement and whatnot. So, and then the skirt, can you see the skirt? So the skirt, I want to do kind of like an adjustable wrap skirt. And then I also want to add, ooh, focus. I want to add fringe like everywhere that you see like a raw edge. Okay, and here's the dilemma. The dilemma is making it adjustable, because I love when things fit more than one person. Like, I don't want to just make a dress or an outfit in this case that fits me. I don't want that. I want adjustable. So again, I make everything more difficult because I can't just like make something with a pattern. Finding an adjustable wrap skirt on the internet, like some kind of option, isn't going to work how I want, because of course you can make them giant and then you just wrap them until they fit, but I want this to kind of be open in the front where, you know, it's like a slit kind of idea where, you know, it can split open and you can show a little leg. We'll see how I end up with that. I have kind of an idea of what I want to do, but we'll see. So I do have to wait on that fringe. The fringe will be here this weekend. Today is February 23rd, so I'm starting the March dress early so that it's done in March, because I had to do 2 in February since I ordered stuff too late in January. So yeah, we're starting early. I'll probably won't start sewing until March, so there's that. But these are the sleeve pieces that I have. And they were the original cut for the sleeves for that first dress, which I will link that video so you know what I'm talking about. So you know what I'm talking about, I will link that very first dress video in the description, along with the other 2 dresses that I've already made. So if you're not caught up, you can get caught up. But these were the original pieces I cut, and I wanted the sleeves longer. But I mean, these are pretty long, so even if, let's say the sleeve goes here, it hits me about the elbow, and then it'll have like 6-inch fringe on it. So I think it'll give it kind of a cool look. Again, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do this, what I'm going to do it with. And then I do have this one really big, it's probably about like 1.5 yards of lace left. And then again, it's not like super long, so on me, like pinned at my waist, it kind of like just hits the floor, and I'm 5'4". So again, that fringe will add another 6 inches to it. And I think from the tutorials that I've watched with people using fringe, they seem to double up on the fringe. So I might do that too. I might be like extra fringy because I put 2 rows of fringe instead of just 1 to make things like extra dramatic. I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, I just wanted to get you caught up on what's happening, and next time I have an update, I will update you. But we do have to wait for that fringe. It should be here this weekend. So goodbye for now. Hey, so here we are. It's March 2nd. I got the fringe in. Let me show you. It's gonna be super amazing. So the only concern I have though is that it's very white. Like it's whiter than the fabric. But I didn't want to get the cream one because I thought that would look weird too. So, oh my god, it's gonna be so cool. It's 10 yards, so I'm hoping I can double it around everything, like double it on the trim. Because then it'll look a little more full. It'll look more like that instead of like that. So we'll see. So that's what I was thinking. I figured it would be like noticeable when you were like looking at it, but I didn't know how noticeable it would be like when you photograph it. So maybe it won't look that bad. I did work on the skirt part just a little bit. I ran out of thread, so I had to finish it today. I actually started it a couple days ago, but I did run out of thread. Let me show you what I did here. So this is the top of the skirt, and all I did was, I have a ribbon in here, so I need to find the same like string or like cording that I used for the very first dress that we used, but I can't seem to find it. So this is the top, and all I've done is, all I've done is looped it over and kind of made a pocket in here for the string because I want it to be adjustable. So if you've ever seen a wrap skirt, there's usually just 2 long strings at each side, and then you wrap it through and you tie it. Well, I want it to be adjustable, so I did that. So instead of just attaching it on the side, the string's gonna run all the way through. So it can kind of like be bunched where it needs to be bunched, like in the back. I'll definitely show you what I mean when I can. Okay, see, so we have it like this. What I mean, I don't even know if you can see it. So usually a wrap skirt would go like this. It would come over, and then the other part would come over and you would tie it a bit again. And then, so then it's bunched where it needs to be bunched in the back, but then we have like our like wrap skirt situation. Does that make sense? So that's the best way I can explain that right now. So what I want to do next is, so it's a piece of rectangular fabric and it crosses in the front, and I want kind of like, you know, so it opens, it's going to be really pretty like wrap skirt, but I don't want it to be square. Like I don't want the edges, like the front part of the skirt, to come down and be a triangle on each side. I want to round them off, if that makes sense, so that when you wrap it, it'll be more like, it'll come down like this in the front and make like a better looking slit. So I need to figure out how to do that next. Okay, so this is what I've done. I folded it in half because those first 2 pieces in the front that I want to cut, I want to make sure that they're like perfectly even. So I figured I would fold it in half and then kind of try and figure out. But I think I'm just going to come from up here and kind of like, just like cut off the corner really is it. Like I don't want it to be any shorter. I don't want it to be any like, I don't want to cut too much length off of the side because like I said, I want it to be able to get pretty big or pretty small and be super adjustable. So let me show you what I mean. I'm just going to kind of fold it and show you what I mean. Okay, so I think I'm going to do it something like that, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to cut it up and kind of just curve that edge. So I'm a little nervous to cut it because I really don't know how it's going to look, but really all I want to do is round that edge. So okay, so this is what we ended up with. So this little piece right here, I'm not sure, I feel like I might need to cut it a little bit more, but also when the fringe gets added, I don't really think that that's something you're gonna see much of. So you really won't see it that much, so I'll probably just leave it. But so the problem I'm running into with this fringe, when you buy fringe, it usually has a piece right here, like it has another string attached, so that when you're sewing, it's not just like going everywhere. And this did not come with that. Even in the description, it said that you have to remove a string. So I feel like sewing this on is going to be extra interesting, but yeah, we'll just have to make it work. So I did the math, like I measured everything, and I need 13 yards of fabric to double up everywhere like I want. So I'm deciding if I should just do it with one and then add more later, if I should just do it double on the skirts, if I should do it double on the skirt and then just use a whole different fringe maybe on the top, like something I can get local. I don't know. I'm making decisions because if I need 13 yards of fringe, then I don't need to order another 10 yards, and I don't want to, so we'll see. I think I'll just do one layer on everything, or at least on the skirt right now, and see what it looks like. Maybe I don't even need to. So that's where I'm at. Hey, sorry, the lighting is super weird in here because it just got like super bright. Okay, so updates. I have figured out how to do the top. I'll show you. I haven't sewn anything yet, but I will show you. Good stuff happened. The fringe that I ordered and I didn't have enough of, I measured it, I needed 13 yards and I only had 10. I went to our fabric store to see what else they had, just because I really didn't want to wait to order more of that or get too much when I don't need it. And they had the exact same fringe. It was obviously a little bit more expensive. They probably got it off Amazon, but yeah, I got the same exact fringe. It is identical. Even like the trim on the top is the same. So perfect. So I just got the rest of that I would need. And I got this to work as any kind of like ties that I need. There you go. So I got this. It's really pretty. It's nice and sturdy because it will need to be like a sturdy tie for the waist. But yeah, let me clean up a little bit because now I have a mess and show you kind of what I'm thinking with the top. So I'm not set on it because nothing is sewn yet. Like everything is just kind of pinned, but I'm kind of thinking like triangle bikini top is the idea that I have. So each of these I will have the string through it. I'm still just using purple so I can see what I'm doing. And it's folded over here in the front. So that would be the front, and then I would tack and run the string back through the back as well somehow. That's just kind of where I'm at in my thought process. But yeah, it would literally just tie on like a bikini top, if that makes any kind of sense. The struggle is real here with trying to figure out how to do this, but I'm having so I feel like I know what I'm doing. I'm just having a hard time explaining it. So when I have more of something to show you, I will show you. Okay, so I went to start sewing this fringe on, and you like can't sew it on, so I'm having to glue it on. You can't sew it on because this all gets in the way. Like when you're you're stitching and this is like pulling, and you end up kind of stitching that it's just a nightmare. Like this is so I'm gluing it. This is literally the only fabric glue I could find on the island. Oh my god, focus. This is the only glue I could find on the island. As weird as that sounds, like I could not find fabric glue anywhere. And like it doesn't ship here. So I'm gluing this on a little bit at a time. A foot of fringe is all I have done in like the last 20 minutes. So I will update you when I have something to show you. Okay, so I feel like I haven't been updating you as much as possible, as much as I should be anyway, but this is where we're at. So I have these, I finished the skirt, like I said, I just think I just showed a clip of that. So here is, okay, so here's the front of this. Remember we were deciding to do it like a bikini top? So here's the front. Everything is sewn here. And then I have the strings coming at the side where we'll tie it. And now I'm adding the fringe slowly around the sleeves. I still have to figure out how I'm going to connect the sleeves in the back. But right now it's just like fringe. That's it. So yeah, this will tie like around the bust, like I said, like a triangle bikini. I just have to figure out like how to do it to the back. But the fringe is taking long enough. I'm also doing 2 rows on here to make it super like flowy. But yeah, so that's where we're at. When I decide how I'm gonna attach, so I did, let me show you. So I did leave like this open in the back because I thought maybe it would be something like I'd either cut here and make a hole to put the string through and then tie, or I thought about like folding and then the string can slip through here. Not really sure yet. So when I know, you'll know. But yeah, we're getting close. All right, I think we're done. So it definitely on a hanger looks like a cape. I mean, it could be worn as a cape, I guess, if you wanted it to. But I just made the strings long enough to kind of wrap twice around your waist, and then you can make the slit as risque as you want. But see how it kind of, having the hardest time with lighting right now. Let's see how it just kind of comes down. So there's a slit in the front, and then let me show you the top. Okay, so here is the top. I feel like it doesn't look like much, but you see the sleeves right here in the front. So this right here, it kind of looks weird, but that just kind of is under your armpit when it's on. Let me turn it around. So this is where it's tied. So this is the front, and then all I did was make a hole. I might sew these up, I might not, but all I did was make a hole and string it through. So I also thought for like more coverage in the back, like some people like to wear bras with their stuff. I don't blame them. I need a bra in life. So you can actually take the string out of this hole and put it through this hole, and vice versa, so then it actually ends up crossing in the back like that. So like if you were concerned about like your bra showing in the back, it will work. I tried to put this on to show you, and getting it on myself with no assistance. I'm tying the fringe into the bow, so it's definitely something that I will have to help a model get into. But yeah, I think I really like how it turned out.